Sam here, and I'll be doing the free video for the end of May 2024. So starting this one about 40 minutes before the market closes, it's really actually, as I sit here, trying to close green on the day. It's only down about 7 on the day, which is really impressive considering off the lows. So it's about 40 points off the lows. Really kind of an impressive move there. And, it is a little bit of that end of month action, right? Where you're starting to see a little bit of rotation. You're seeing like the previous leadership, which is the tech stocks kind of lagging, and you're starting to see rotation into things like in the Dow and even into the Russell. Whether that lasts or not, I think it's very difficult to say going into next month. They're very easily next month, on Monday, they could very quickly start to rotate back into tech. But at least for now, we're seeing some pretty decent rotation here to end the month. So I just finished making the premium video for the folks in the main room, and my bias going into the beginning of June and at least into the Fed meeting is to kind of rein in swing trading and start to really try to focus more on day trading, mostly because I'm starting to see a little bit of internal damage on some of the charts, from the inside out. From the outside in, they actually still look perfectly fine. And really, I think it comes down to Fed in the next 2 weeks, because you have a weekly squeeze here on the Qs, and you also have a max bull on the Qs as well. It's not ideal. There's a couple of little issues here that I can kind of nitpick, right? Like kind of getting above these previous highs and then trading back below it, with a little bit of a bull trap on top. That's, not that great. But overall, the weekly chart is max bull plus squeeze. So my primary thought after having done the premium video with the folks in the main room is that we chop around probably in maybe even a wider range going into Fed. And then I think Fed either gives a thumbs up or the thumbs down for a summer continuation rally, or they say no mas and the market decides to roll. But I don't think that happens until Fed, which I think is on the 12th. So that was kind of the main takeaway from the video. Aside from that, there looks like they're going to try to hold on the daily 21 here on the Qs, which if they manage to do that, and frankly, if they manage to somehow close the SPY green, that would be one of the more impressive things that we've seen in a while. Today's internals were not bad by any stretch. Most of the ticks were actually positive, despite the relentless selling that happened in tech, and the advanced decline, as I sit here, is about positive 1,200. So it looks like rotation. It looks like some end-of-month selling in some of the winners, and maybe a little bit of end-of-month buying in some of the losers. And so we'll see if that continues going into next month. It's very difficult to say. I do think that potentially the Dow made a low today, a significant low, and that bodes well for rotation. That bodes well for financials and healthcare, which have been slightly out of favor lately relative to tech. So it's entirely possible that we could see maybe tech trade in kind of a choppy, wide range, and a little bit of rotation going into Fed, and then of course after Fed, getting the final verdict, thumbs up or thumbs down, for the summer continuation based on that weekly squeeze that we see on the Qs. So I don't really have too much else for you guys other than that. Mostly just kind of giving you my game plan as well as the reasons for it. So my game plan for the next 2 weeks going into Fed is to day trade and to try to take advantage of the volatility, right? If you're trying to do swing trades and the market is very volatile and rotating from one sector to the next, I think that can be pretty difficult. And so day trading, my plan is to day trade for the next 2 weeks or so, and then after Fed, just kind of go with the general direction of that trend, because we do actually have a max bull plus weekly squeeze on the Qs. The probabilities would favor that breaks higher, but after Fed, anything goes. And we also will have one more video together here on the YouTube next Friday before Fed, so we'll have a little bit more information to talk about then. So just wanted to share my plan with you guys and the reasons for it. Hope it was helpful. Leave us a like if it was, and I'll see you for the next video. Cheers. Hey traders, this is Sam with Simpler Trading. I want to thank you for watching today's video. Hopefully you found the information in it helpful. If you did, leave us a like, leave us a comment. It really does help us out with the algorithm. And if you want to see us trade live with our own real money and be part of the community, come and check us out at simplertrading.com.